Cyclone fans, another broadcast of Cyclone Athletics. It's Tuesday, October 14th, and we're here at Harlan Community High School gym where your Cyclones are getting ready to take on the Knights from Kuemper Catholic. Entering tonight's contest, the Knights have an overall match record of 26 wins, 2 losses on the season, and in conference play, 8-1. Their single defeat came in a 5-set match with Red Oak, where Red Oak defeated the Knights. Meanwhile, the Cyclones come into tonight's contest with an overall match record of 14 wins, 18 losses, and in conference play, they have 2 wins and 7 losses. Some stat leaders for the Knights. They have 3 hitters with some pretty high attack efficiencies and kills. Colby Peters, just a sophomore, she has 209 kills on the season, hitting .260. And then Mariah Houghton, a sophomore, has 214 kills, hitting .268. And Addie Antover has 141 kills and hitting .294 on this season. Sophie Lorman is their defensive specialist with 126 digs. And Elsa Tiefenthaler, 40 aces on the season and serving at a 95% efficiency rate. Meanwhile, the Cyclones led in hitting by Hope Preston with 144 kills. Aubrey Wegner next in line for the Cyclones with 116. It's Carly Tornaton on the defensive side of things with 264 digs. And Aubrey Wegner leading the way efficiency-wise for the Cyclones with a 92.8% serve efficiency with 30 aces on the season. We're going to meet tonight's starting lineups here shortly, and then we'll have the playing of our national anthem and then that first serve. For Kuemper, number 9, Addie Antover. She's a 5'11 right side hitter. Number 11, Mariah Houghton. She's a 5'11 sophomore outside hitter. Number 12, Colby Peter, 5'11 outside hitter and a sophomore. Number 15, Brianna Whitrock, a 6-foot middle hitter and a senior. Number 13, Elsa Tiefenthaler. She's their setter, a 5'7 senior. Number 1, Mia Milligan. She's a 5'4 junior defensive specialist. And Kaylee Simmons. She's number 19, and their libero. She's a 5'2 senior. For the Cyclones, Avery Manns, number 4, 5'7 junior. Hope Preston, number 6, a 5'8 senior hitter. Number 9, Ellery Nelson, a 5'7 senior defensive specialist and outside hitter. Carly Goshorn, number 12, a 5'9 middle hitter. Number 14, Addie Barrett, a 5'9 sophomore middle hitter. Number 15, Taylor Hazy, right side hitter and setter at 5'8 junior. And the libero for the Cyclones, number 2, Carly Tornaton, a 5'2 senior. Kuemper Catholic is coached by Rusty Whittemore, the Cyclones by Amber Brown, and she's assisted by Denise Hazy and Nolan Hazy.
Programming on HLTV Channel 15 has been brought to you by Pizza Ranch in Harlan, Do It Best Hardware, The Agency in Harlan,
Hamilton Financial Services, Fairway in Harlan, Hanson House Senior Living, Experience Life, Experience Hanson House,
Western Iowa Medical, providing outstanding service and the highest quality medical equipment and supplies in Western Iowa.
United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here, member FDIC.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
Murtu Medical Center, committed to you, committed to our community.
Murtu Medical Center, physical therapy and rehab services.
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Patriots Choice Contracting, Harlan, Iowa, building for future generations.
Cyclone Scenic Chemical, build a bigger bin.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Family Service Community, SCSB.
Keast Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years. Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment, including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
Well, welcome back, Cyclone fans. That was the starting lineups for both teams, the playing of our national anthem. And we're ready for this season finale for the Cyclones and the Kuemper Knights before moving into postseason play. Cyclones will play next Tuesday night down in Glenwood against Glenwood. It'll be the Class 4A District 2 is where the Cyclones are placed. So they'll play the Glenwood Rams. And it was the Kuemper Knights winning the coin flip, and they elected to have the first serve, and things are whistled ready for play with Elsa Tiefenthaler, their leading server on the season at the service line. Cyclones are going to go to Ellery Nelson. Her cross-court attack is dug, and now at the net there's a tip. Cyclones keeping it alive. A little roll shot over by Ellery Nelson, and that's wide out of bounds, giving the point to Kuemper. Unforced error for the Cyclones. That's something that the Cyclones are going to have to keep to a minimum here tonight with a quality Kuemper team. We don't need to give them any free points of hitting out of bounds, hitting into the net, things of that sort. Outside attack by number 12, Colby Peter, is good for the point. Kuemper now leads 2-0. Colby Peter with 209 kills on the season. There's a service error by Tiefenthaler. So unforced error by Kuemper. And the Cyclones are on the board, trailing 2-1. It'll be Ellery Nelson back serving for the Cyclones. Nelson, a senior for the Cyclones. That one hits the net but goes over. Peter on the cross-court attack, dug by the Cyclones. Aubrey Wegner gets it over for Harlan Community. Now right back is Colby Peter, and she hits it into the net. Two unforced errors by Kuemper, and the Cyclones have tied things up at 2 apiece here early in set number 1. Nelson with the serve. Back set to Hope Preston, and that's off the Kuemper block, out of bounds. And Harlan Community owns a 1-point lead over Kuemper, 3-2. Nelson still at the service line for the Cyclones. Cyclones will bump set it over to Hope Preston. Her little roll shot is down. That hit the ground finally, yes. That was Elsa Tiefenthaler that couldn't quite pancake it in terms of getting her hand underneath the ball before it hit the floor, but you could hear it hit the floor, and the referees call it down and giving the Cyclones the point and a 4-2 lead over the Knights. There's going to be 2 touches called. And Harlan Community is now leading 5-2. And Ellery Nelson still at the service line for the Cyclones, serving away. A little back set to number 15, Brianna Whitrock, for a kill. Cyclones still lead 5-3. Substitutes into the Kuemper Knight rotation. That's Aubrey Wegner. with the kill and point for Harlan Community. 6-3 Cyclones. And it's Carly Tornaton now serving for Harlan Community. Short set and attack by Kuemper. They're in system. They're going to go over to their leading hitter, Colby Peter. That's blocked by the Cyclones. A nice block in the middle again by Harlan Community. Bump set over here. Just a little bit roll shot over for Kuemper. Cyclones are going to bump set it, and it's going to be a roll shot over by Wegner. Back over to Colby Peter. Cyclones doing a nice job in the back row with digs on the attack from Kuemper. And there's a hit that's wide out of bounds for Harlan Community, giving Kuemper the point, but Harlan Community still owns a 2-point lead, 6-4. There's a hitting error there by number 9, the junior Addie Antover. She hits it long out of bounds. And the Cyclones now lead 7-4. 3-point lead for the Cyclones, and Kate Kesters to serve. There's a kill by number 11, Mariah Hooten. Another leading hitter for the Knights as a sophomore. 7-5 Cyclones. And there's a hitting error by the Cyclones. Unforced error number 3 for Harlan Community. And that matches 3 unforced error points given up by the Knights. Number 9, Antover back to serve for Kuemper. And that's going to be Harlan Community getting called in the net. And we're tied up at 7 apiece. Antover with the serve. Little short serve by Antover. Block at the net, and the Cyclones don't cover it up. So that was Taylor Hazy on the attack, and that back row needs to cover up a little tighter towards the net, as the Kuemper blockers were right there sending it back over to the Cyclone side of the floor. Kuemper now leads 8-7. Middle attack goes up into the rafters. And Kuemper now has some things rolling as it's 9-7 Knights. Cyclones were just up 3 not too long ago at 4-7, and now they trail 9-7, and now 10-7. Six-point run here by Kuemper, now 7. And we'll see if shortly Coach Amber Brown might take a timeout. Kemper's on a roll and might need to settle things down with the timeout. It's 11-7 Kuemper. Wegner has her attack blocked but keeps things alive. Kuemper is going to have to free ball it over. And that one goes down. That's not a good thing there. Just on a free ball over the net. Cyclones have got to keep that off the floor. So that's a kill on a free ball by Kuemper. And it's 12-7. Eight-point run. And now 9-point run by the Knights. 13-7. And Coach Amber Brown wants to take a timeout there.
How do you top Pizza Ranch's legendary cheesy ranch sticks? Any way you want. Get a load of these. Our new loaded cheesy ranch sticks are now topped with an extra layer of flavor, skillet crust, melty cheese, herbs and spices, and up to 2 of your favorite toppings. They're the ultimate appetizer on the buffet or on the go. Don't you just love that new menu item smell? Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
You've worked hard to achieve success. You deserve a financial advisor that works as hard for you. At Hamilton Financial Services, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, we have the qualifications and the experience to help navigate your complex financial needs. Whether it's investment management, tax strategies, or legacy planning, we can work with you to help grow and preserve what you've worked so hard to achieve. Contact Dylan Hamilton today at 712-784-5500.
How do you game? Do you shoot your shot? Do you go for the goal? Or throw the high cheese? Whatever you do, our goal at Murtu Physical Therapy is to keep you in the game. Murtu Physical Therapy. Game on.
So the Cyclones were off to a good start there early on, leading by as many as 3. They were up 7-4, and since then it's been a 9-point run by Kuemper. Cyclones led 7-4, and now Kuemper leads 13-7. And it's number 9, Addie Antover, at the service line. And things are whistled ready for play. And there's going to be an ace serve by Antover. Ten-point run for Kuemper. Set to Hazy. Hazy's attack is partially blocked. Tiefenthaler tried dumping one over for the setter position, and again the Cyclones can't keep that one alive. 15-7. $11-point run for the Knights. Tiefenthaler is going to go outside, and that's number 11, Mariah Hooten, with the kill. 16-7. Antover with a short serve, and on the serve receive, the Cyclones pass goes out of bounds. 17-7. Again, the Cyclones had the lead 7-4, and then Antover went to the service line and has reeled off 13 straight points to now lead 17-7. And finally, the Cyclones break the run that Kuemper had there with the kill from Hazy. And it's 17-8, Kuemper. That was a 13-point run by the Knights. And now Avery Mann's at the service line. Hooten from the outside has an attack. Cyclones get it dug up. Short set in. That's number 3, Zoe Bruning, with the kill. (18-8), Kuemper with the lead. It's number 1, Milligan serving for Kuemper. Tip there by Barrett. They're going to go right back outside to Hooten. And that Cyclones do a nice job of keeping that one alive. Tiefenthaler short sets Wittrock. And Wittrock with the kill from the middle hitter position. And it's 19-8. Ellery Nelson pushes one over for the Cyclones. Tiefenthaler tried dumping one, but the Cyclones keep that alive. Hooten then on the attack, but the Cyclones do a nice job of getting that one dug, and that one's in. (20-8). Cyclones trail to the Knights from Kuemper. There's a hitting error by the Cyclones. Harlan Community 21, Kuemper Knights 8. And a second timeout is called by Coach Amber Brown, and we're going to take one right with her. We'll be right back. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Still in set 1 here at Harlan Community High School Gym. Cyclones taking on the Knights of Kuemper Catholic. 21-8 is the score. Nice attack there by Ellery Nelson. Back row attack now by Antover. Nelson again at the net. And it's going to be number 15, Wittrock, for the Knights. Getting the kill, 22-8. Barrett with the tip at the net. Little roll shot over by Tiefenthaler. Nelson sends one over on a cross-court attack. Now out to Hooten and off the Cyclone block. That's number 11, Mariah Hooten, a sophomore, with the kill. 23-8. Kuemper with the lead. There's an ace serve by number 3, Zoe Bruning, 24-8. Back set to Hazy. Just going to be a roll shot over, and that hits the ground by Wittrock. And that's going to bring it to the end of set number 1, where the Kuemper Knights from Kuemper Catholic defeat Harlan Community by a score of 25-8. Kuemper went on a 21-1 run to beat the Cyclones. At one point in time, Cyclones had the lead 7-4, and after that it was all Kuemper, as the Cyclones only scored 1 point from there on out, and Kuemper reeled off 21 of them. So we'll regroup, start out at 0-0, and be ready for set number 2. We'll be right back with more volleyball action. You're watching Cyclone Activities on HLTV, Channel 15.
Harlan Do It Best is your best source for friendly service, expert advice, and innovative products. Whether you need to build it, paint it, fix it, or grill it, we have it all. Our full-service paint department, utilizing Valspar paints, can match any color, for your interior and exterior painting projects. Check out our new Diablo tool aisle for all power tool accessories needed for your home improvements. Make grilling easy with our full selection of grills and grilling supplies. Harlan Do It Best, conveniently located at 1810 Chatbird Avenue in Harlan.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for set number 2 from Harlan Community High School gym. It's Ellery Nelson at the service fine for the Cyclones. Tiefenthaler gets Wittrock on the slide move, blocked by the Cyclones, and then it's number 12, Colby Peter from the outside hitter position, getting Kuemper on the board, and they take a 1-0 lead. Cyclones were plagued by some unforced errors there in set number 1 as they committed 11 of those and being defeated 25-8. So we'll see if we can get some of those cleaned up. There's an ace serve by Elsa Tiefenthaler for the Knights. Cyclones in set 1 did have a 3-point lead at 7-4, and then it was Kuemper going on a 21-1 run from that point on, defeating Harlan Community 25-8. And Kuemper has a 2-0 lead here in set number 2. Back set to Hope Preston. Now they're gonna little bump set it to number 11, Colby Peter there. Now it's up in the rafters. Kuemper does come away with it. Houghton with the attack. Free ball over by the Cyclones, and Wittrock from the middle position off the short set from Tiefenthaler. And it's Wegner with the attack, but it goes into the net, and they're going to call it 4 touches. Hitting error on the Cyclones. And Kuemper owns a 3-0 lead here in set number 2. Tiefenthaler with the serve again. She's their leading server efficiency-wise, and also on ace serves. It'll be a free ball over by the Cyclones. Cross-court kill their attack by Schenkelberg. And then a hitting error. That was a back row attack by Ellery Nelson. And that goes into the net. 3 unforced errors points by the Cyclones, and Kuemper leads 4-0. Tiefenthaler, the Kuemper setter at the service line. And a little setter hitter not on the same page there, and ball doesn't go over the net, but in the net for a Kuemper point, 5-0. Outside attack by Aubrey Wegner. Nice kill there by number 11. Aubrey Wegner, the junior hitter, getting the Cyclones on the board. 5-1 Knights. Going to be Carly Tornaton rotating into the lineup for the Cyclones as the libero. Her serve is over, and now they're going to go to Colby Peter. And that's the sophomore, Colby Peter, with the kill. 6-1 Kuemper. Number 15, Brianna Wittrock at the service line. Tiefenthaler is going to go outside to Colby Peter. That's blocked, and now from the middle position, they're attacking. That's going to be Cyclones in the net. And looked like it was Addie Barrett in the net, giving Kuemper the point at 7-1. And thank you very much, Brianna Wittrock, for serving one into the net and giving the Cyclones a free point. 7-2 is the score in favor of Kuemper. And it's Kate Kesters rotating into the Cyclone lineup. Nice serve there by Kesters. Tiefenthaler gets it to Bruning. And nice blocking going on by the Cyclones as that attack by the Knights went into the net. 4 touches is the call. Unforced error given up by Kuemper, and the Cyclones trail by 4, 7-3. Tiefenthaler out to Peter. And then Cyclones can't keep that one alive on their side of the net. Point for the visiting Knights, and they go up 8-3. Number 12, sophomore Colby Peters serving for the visitors. Little bump set to Aubrey Wegner. Her cross-court attack is dug by Wittrock in the back row. Schenkelberg then on the cross-court attack for the Knights. Gets the point, 9-3 Kuemper. Number 12, Colby Peters serving for Kuemper. Goshorn tries pushing one over, and then it's blocked at the net, but it's number 13, Goshorn, going over the center line, giving Kuemper the point, and then that was a pass that the setter, Kate Kesters, that setter always gets the second touch, but she was just too far away, and another Cyclone needed to step over and take that second hit. 11-3 Kuemper. And a cross-court kill by Mariah Houghton is good for the point. 12-3 Kuemper. Kuemper getting a lot of players in. Number 18 is back to serve. They don't even have number 18 on the roster here, so must be a JV player of some sort. Free ball over, and that's going to hit the ceiling. That's a point for Kuemper. 7 unforced errors on the Cyclones, and it's 13-3 Knights. There's an ace serve for Kuemper. 14-3. Again, we don't know the name of this server as she's not in the varsity program, so she must be a JVer. And there's another ace serve given up by the Cyclones. 15-3 is this score. See if the Cyclones change up their serve-receive defense here at all or not. And Cyclones in the net again, and it's 16-3. And Coach Amber Brown wants to take a timeout.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
So out of the timeout, it is Kuemper Catholic 16, Cyclones of Harlan Community 3, and we're in set number 2. Goshorn's hit is blocked at the net. Addie Barrett sends one over, and the Cyclones finally break the streak that Kuemper had going. 16-4 now. Kuemper with a 12-point lead. Tiefenthaler is going to set up number 11, Houghton. A back set to Schenkelberg. So she's going to go to the other pin, and Schenkelberg on the attack gets the kill. 17-4, Knights with the lead. Antover with the serve for Kuemper. Addie Barrett off the short set attack. And it's going to be number 6. And that's freshman Mildred Antover. So sisters out there. You have Addie the junior and Mildred the freshman. And it's 18-4 Kuemper. And there's a service error by the older sister Addie Antover, hitting one into the net. 18-5. Kuemper with the lead. Addie Barrett sends one over for Harlan Community. A little slide move by Mildred Antover. They're going to go outside, and that's their bread and butter. Number 11, Mariah Houghton, with the attack and kill. 19-5. Kuemper. Number 1, Mia Milligan, 5'4", junior, sends one over, and it's an ace serve. 20-5, Knights. And then there's a service error as Milligan sent one into the net. Unforced error number 4 for the Knights, and it's 20-6. Cyclones trailing, and it'll be Taylor Hazy back serving for the Cyclones. Ace serve by the Cyclones. And it's 20-7. Kuemper. Nice job there by Harlan Community at the net on the overpass. And the tip at the net goes out of bounds off Kuemper. So the Cyclones now have another unforced error point, and 20-8. Nice block at the net, and that's going to be a double touch by number 11, Mariah Houghton. 20-9 is the score. Knights with the lead. Tiefenthaler over to Houghton. Her roll shot is going to get over, and the Cyclones doing a nice job of keeping it alive. Whitrock on the slide move. Roll shot over by Houghton. Cyclones going to bump set it over to Wicks. And it was Tiefenthaler trying to dump one over for this from the setter position. Antover on the cross-court kill. Addie Antover with the point. 21-9, Knights. A little bump set, and it's going to be a roll shot over by Houghton, and the Cyclones struggling a little bit, even with some free ball and roll shots over. Back row's got to be able to pick those up, and it's 22-9 Knights. That's Hope Preston with a nice swing. One tip to the back row by Colby Peter. Short set to Whitrock. And Whitrock with the point off the Cyclone block. 23-9 Knights. And we're going to take another timeout here by the Cyclones late in set number 2. Kind of give you a little bit of a recap of where we're at. The first set, Cyclones got out in good shape, got out to a 7-4 lead. And then from that point on, it was a 21-1 run by the Knights to take victory of set number 1, 25-8. In set number 2, Kuemper won on another 9-point run midway through. And we're sitting at 23-9 right now in favor of the visiting Kuemper Knights. And it's number 19, Kaylee Simmons, serving. Goshorn with the attack, dug by Simmons. Whitrock from the middle position. And the Cyclones can't get that one dug, and we're at set point in set number 2 at 24-9. And there's an ace serve to close out set number 2 by a score of 25-9. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for set number 3. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
Listen to 105.3 KNOD. KNOD covers local, state, and world news. KNOD covers your favorite local high school sports, the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Chicago Cubs. KNOD covers Brownfield Ag News programs. KNOD plays the hits you want to hear from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. KNOD has great advertising rates for your business. Call 800-876-KNOD for more info. 105.3 KNOD.
Cyclone Lanes in Harlan is your total family fun entertainment center. Known for our homemade buttercrust pizza, we also offer great burgers and a variety of other sandwiches and sides, all available to eat in or carry out. Cyclone Lanes is available for birthday parties, company outings, and church youth groups. Laser bowling starts on Friday and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. We invite you to come enjoy some fun family entertainment and great food at Cyclone Lanes in Harlan.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for set number 3. Here from Harlan Community High School gym. Cyclones are down 2-0. Cyclones were defeated in set 1, 25-8, and set 2, 25-9. And it's Elsa Tiefenthaler to start things out here in set number 3. That first attack is long by the Cyclones, giving the Knights the first point of set number 3. Barrett on the cross-court attack. Back set now to to Antover. Little roll shot over by the Cyclones. Free balled over, and it's in system for the Knights. Outside to Colby Peter. Cyclones keeping it alive, and nice job as Harlan Community battled keeping the ball off the floor there, and finally were able to get it over for a Harlan Community point, and things are tied up at 1 apiece here in set number 3. Taylor Hazy sends one over, and it's Antover from the middle hitter position. Colby Peter has it blocked at the net. Nice job by the Cyclones. Well, the referee's going to say it was not a block, but it was into the net. 4 touches then is the call, but it's still the Cyclones get the point, and now the lead at 2-1. Free ball over by Kuemper. Cyclones now need to use this. They're going to go outside and just push it over by Barrett. Be a free ball over by Kuemper. Cyclones need to get something here, and that's a nice job of getting Hope Preston, the Cyclone leading hitter, into the offense there, and her attack is good, giving the Cyclones a point and a 2-point lead at 3-1. Wittrock off the short set, dug by Tornaton. There's Antover, and that's Hope Preston keeping it alive for the Cyclones. And then it was the setter, Elsa Tiefenthaler, dumping one over the net for a setter kill. 3-2 Cyclones lead. Number 4, Riley Sommerfeld, another person in the rotations, ended up being a ace serve for the Cyclones. Rotating in off the JV roster and tying things up at 3 apiece. And then what's going to be recorded as another point for the Knights, as Harlan Community couldn't handle the serve receive, and now Kuemper with the lead, 4-3. Kuemper now leading 5-3. Cyclones got to get something going here with their serve receive, as the last couple points have been given up by the Cyclones not being able to get that first touch pass to the setter. And there's a hitting error on Kuemper, long out of bounds by Colby Peter, giving Harlan Community the point. 5-4 Kuemper. Ellery Nelson and Addie Wicks into the Cyclone lineup. And that's a kill by number 3, Zoe Bruning, off the hands of Taylor Hazy, out of bounds. 6-4 Kuemper. Nice set to Hope Preston. And that one was into the net, hitting air on the Cyclones. 7-4 Kuemper. Number 12, sophomore Colby Peters, serving for Kuemper. And again, another serve receive error on the Cyclones. That's just plagued them here tonight. 8-4. Back set to Hope Preston. Nice attack, but was blocked by Kuemper. Preston again hits it with a little bit more just kind of a blooper over the top and of the block. Nice smart play there by Preston, giving the Cyclones a kill and point, and it's 8-5 Kuemper. Carly Tornaton back serving. Antover with the cross-court kill. Hazy tries getting that one, and it goes out of bounds. 9-5 Kuemper. Antover, the junior, serving. That's Aubrey Wegner with a nice attack from the middle position, and then it's down and good. And another kill by Kuemper, and it's 10-5. Tornaton with the dig. Hazy's going to set up Hope Preston. Nice job by the Cyclones keeping that one alive off the Kuemper block. And then it's going to be a little roll shot by number 11, Mariah Houghton. She saw the double block of the Cyclones coming at her, and she just tipped it over the block and into the little campfire or donut there, the middle of the Cyclone defense. 11-5 Kuemper. And that one's in for an ace serve. Again, Kuemper's mounted up a lot of points just off of serves here tonight, especially in this set 3, as it's 12-5. Knights with the lead. Number 7, Morgan Mashing, now rotating in. There's a attack from the middle hitter position. That set just took too long to get to Aubrey Wegner, and the double block came from the left side of the net into the middle and was able to block the attack of Aubrey Wegner. 13-5 is the score. Cyclones down 2-0, and we're down 13-5 here in set number 3 of this best of 5 matchup in conference play against the Kuemper Knights.
Family, service, community. At SCSB, we put our values front and center in everything we do. That means offering incentives and education to help young people start strong financial habits early, supporting our local ag producers and small businesses with the financing they need to succeed, and giving help where and when the community needs it, because we want you to know that we're there for you when you need it. Start your financial future with SCSB, your financial partner for every stage of life.
At Keist Auto Center, it's our mission to be the automotive home of Ford, Chevy, and GMC drivers in Southwest Iowa. Conveniently located just off Highway 59 in Harlan, we provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care, and always deliver customer service with a smile. As your hometown auto dealer, we strive to make every transaction an easy one. Call or stop by today to get in touch with a member of our team and let us know how we can serve you today. Keist Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
Out of the timeout, it's Kuemper with the lead, 14-5. A little roll shot over by Houghton, and it's Hope Preston doing a nice job. And she gets a kill, but they were also calling Kuemper in the net. Houghton was in the net, so it was a Cyclone point no matter what. And it's 14-6. It'll be Kate Kesters rotating back to the service line for the Cyclones. Antover with the cross-court attack. And that was Kinsley Bruck with a roll shot, but it hit the antenna. So that is considered out of bounds. Point going over to Kuemper, leading now 15-6. (16-6). Kuemper with the lead, and number 1, the junior defensive specialist 6'5" for junior Mia Milligan serving. Addie Wicks on the attack. Hitting error for the Cyclones. That's unforced error, point number 8 given up by the Cyclones. And it's 17-6. Little slide move by the Cyclones. A nice job there by Aubrey Wegner off the back set from Kate Kesters, where Wegner was in the middle hitter position. She slides over to that right side and then hits a cross-court attack for the point. Nice job, Wegner, for Harlan Community, making the score 17-7. Nice serve there by Avery Manns. They're going to go to Kinsley Bruck. Bruck's attack goes into the net. Point for Kuemper, 18-7. Kesters is going to set it to Barrett. She pushes it over. Now Colby Peters on the attack. Cyclones, and that's going to be 2 touches. Unforced error. That was all that Carly Tornaton could kind of do to get muster enough on the ball to get it over the net, and it's 19-7 Knights. Free ball over by the Cyclones. Tiefenthaler is going to go to Wittrock, and Wittrock mistimes that, giving the Cyclones the point. 19-7, or excuse me, to 8. Cyclones got that point. As Aubrey Wegner back to serve for Harlan Community, and that one's long out of bounds. (20-8) is the score. It's the 11th unforced error point given up by the Cyclones. And now the 12th. This again, serve receive. It's kind of been an issue here tonight. Kuemper has made a lot of points from the service line. 21-8 Knights. It's going to be a roll shot over by the Cyclones. Tiefenthaler back sets to Antover. And it's a point for the Knights, 22-8. And I think it looks like Harlan Community, I believe, is going to take a timeout. And we'll take a timeout with them. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
At Polly Jones Funeral Home, compassion is our foundation. As a proud family-owned and operated business, we understand that during times of loss, empathy and understanding make all the difference. Our dedicated professionals, rooted in family values, are here to answer your calls and address your questions and concerns. With 3 locations in Harlan, Avoca, and Denison, we're available whenever and wherever you need us to provide customized services for every family we serve. Polly Jones Funeral Home, proudly serving our communities for over 90 years.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball here on HLTV Channel 15. For the Knights, it's number 5, Sophie Lorman, rotating into the rotation. Knights leading 22-8. Kesters is going to get it to Barrett. And her push goes over the net and then back over. It's blocked, and Barrett bumps it back over, but out of bounds. Unforced error given up, point number 13 by the Cyclones, and it's 23-8. Back set to Kinsley Bruck. Kuemper keeping it alive. Free ball over by the Knights. Cyclones in system. They're going to go to Goshorn. And her attack is long, out of bounds. 24-8. Knights. Goshorn on the attack for Harlan Community. Whitrock at the net. And Whitrock with the kill and point. And it'll be a three-setter here tonight from Harlan Community High School gym, where the Knights of Kuemper Catholic take down the Harlan Community Cyclones in 3 sets, 25-8, 25-9, 25-8. It will improve Kuemper Catholic to an overall match record, 27 wins, 2 losses on the season, and 9-1 in conference play. It will drop the Cyclones to 14-19 on the season and 2-8 in conference play. So this is the season finale, regular season finale for the Cyclones. They will take on Glenwood, the Rams, down at Glenwood next Tuesday night in the 4A District 2 postseason play. So if you are free, make the trip down to Glenwood next Tuesday night, 7 o'clock at Glenwood High School, where Harlan Community will take on the Rams of Glenwood in postseason play. Otherwise, we thank you for watching tonight and this season. It's been Jonathan North on the camera, Bill Mueller on the play-by-play. You've been watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15, where it's always great to be a Cyclone.